Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers podcast for the 14th of July, 2024, episode number 258. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
Flip that around today. Yo.
What's up?
What's up? The last time we saw each other in person was yesterday.
Yeah. Can't get ready.
When you dropped me off at the train station.
I did. Did you make it back all right?
It's just 2 miles that direction. And I went, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Because of all the no waiting signs at Troon.
Of course, Troon is holding the Golf Open this weekend.
British
Open.
Is it
it starts now because I tried to take my auntie and uncle around to the same route I took you to show them the thing, and you cannot get close to it at all now. Well, can't do the old drive-by. So.
Oh dear. That's not so good.
Well,
I got on the train. At train, there was like 4 or 5 people got on with me, and when I got to, I was in the back carriage, and when I got to Glasgow, the train emptied, and it was all full of people wearing band T-shirts and things. So I'm guessing they went to Transmit this weekend.
Transmit this weekend as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And
it was crazy busy.
Yeah, and also the Euros final with England with Spain.
In Spain, yeah.
I'm keeping tabs on here. It's nothing each at halftime.
I watched the first half.
What was your opinion?
A couple of good. I think they're pretty evenly matched. To be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's not a bad game. Like I thought Spain had the upper hand, but then England kind of clawed it back as well.
All right. Well, we'll keep you updated with that over the course as well, just if you're interested.
Yeah, I have no hat in the ring in this, so if I see if I see what I think is a bad call from a ref, it doesn't matter who it is that's done it. I'm
exactly.
Like, hey!
Impartial.
Yeah, so I don't really care. May the best team win and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And if you get any problem with that, Jody at superkellybrothers.com.
Yeah. May the best team win as long as they speak Spanish.
and we're not talking about una pinta de red Watney's barrel, por favor.
Exactly. What he said.
Exactly.
Right.
Shall we do the tea?
Let's do it.
And unfortunately, we start off with obituaries again this week. It's not been a good week for celebrities. Shannen Doherty, 53, passed away cancer today. I think it was.
What, from Beverly Hills 90210?
90210, yeah.
No way. Didn't know that.
Yeah. In fact, I'll read the first paragraph there. And heavy heart that I confirmed the passing of actress Shannen Doherty. Her publicist, Leslie Sloan, no relation, said in a statement, on July 13th, she lost a battle with cancer after many years of fighting the disease. Surrounded by loved ones, and family asked for privacy at this time. So,
dearie me, that's a shocker.
Yeah. It is, yeah. 53's no age.
Fine-looking woman.
Yep.
I think she kind of lost her way a wee bit, did she not? If I remember rightly. Through drugs things, or am I making that up?
I think she was initially kind of difficult to. I don't know if it was drugs or not, but she was noted for being difficult to work with. Because there was Kevin Smith talks about how she was difficult to work with on the set of Mallrats. Yeah. I think she thought because she came from 90210 that she was like this big thing, and this was an art house movie, and it's like, well, maybe not an art house movie, but an indie movie anyway. So
we're all equals.
We're all in it together. Yeah, Ben Affleck was in that one as well.
Exactly. Where is he now?
He played a character called Shannen.
There you go.
Also this week, Shelley Duvall died.
Yeah, good old Shelley. She definitely had her issues, didn't she?
Yeah.
I always felt as if she was quite Have you ever seen the documentary of the making of The Shining? I always felt as if Stanley Kubrick was a wee bit hard on her at times.
I think
but then he was a
Jack
bit of a
Nicholson
perfectionist.
Jack Nicholson was known to be handsy, shall we say? The old that kind of stuff.
Oh, really? Oh, backhandsy?
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah.
Dearie me, that's not cool. Yeah, Shelley Duvall. God, she was a beautiful looking woman back in her day. Sorry, I keep saying that about people's kind of 1970s show, but no, she was a great actress and a fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sid James.
And she had her demons as well. I think I've just described Shannen Doherty twice. Anyway,
I think you have. Yes. She's been kind of out of the limelight the last few years. Just various issues and whatever. She was befriended recently by a TikToker. I think it was a TikToker, and she was reporting that she was alive and well and all that kind of stuff, and she was doing great. But obviously, she's passed away now. So, bit of a shame.
Very sad.
Yep, very, very sad. When you actually look at a picture of young Shelley Duvall, you're going like, "That's Mia Goth."
Yeah, actually, yep, I can see that.
Yep. Same energy as well.
Yep.
And finally, this week, Richard Simmons,
Dickie Simmons,
76. He passed away, and he's again another kind of controversial thing about him because he ended up. People hadn't seen him for years, and every time they went to the door, it was like one of those kind of like, "Yeah, you're not coming in" type things. And it wasn't him that was saying it. It was like a conservatorship thing. It was like the Rosamund Pike movie, the I Really Love You, or was it called I Really Love You? Or Peter Dinklage is
not alone.
Well. No,
I know the one you mean. I think we're alone now.
I Care a Lot. That's it.
I Care a Lot. That one, yeah. That was good, that movie, actually.
Oh, I Think We're Alone Now is the Tiffany song.
And I Care a Lot is Faith No More. We Care a Lot. Anyway, we're all over the place again. But
anyway, so Richard Simmons, so he's the guy that you can do it. He's that guy. He was the kind of like motivational. He looked a bit like he looked like the American version of Leo Sayer.
Oh, that dude, right? Okay.
Yeah.
He's the guy. There's videos of him on YouTube, and he used to greet people at the Hollywood, the tour that you can go around Hollywood, seeing everybody's houses. And he would bound down the driveway and say hello and shake everybody's hand.
Really?
Yep. Aye. Mm-hmm.
There you go. He seemed like a nice, happy dude anyway.
What a guy.
But in later life, he was plagued by these conservatorship type things.
Aye.
So
I think there's a movie made about him quite recently, wasn't that?
Was there?
I'm pretty sure.
Biopic. Pauly Shore apparently was wanting to do a biopic of. Who remembers Pauly Shore?
I must have imagined that then. Incidentally, 1-0 Spain.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Nothing Spain. 51 minutes in.
Is that an own goal? Nico Williams. Does Nico Williams play for Spain?
Doesn't sound very. English, does it? Anyway, I don't know.
No, he does. No, he does play for Spain. Okay.
So it's an own goal.
Doesn't. No, it's not an own goal. It's a Spanish goal.
Well, it's Nico Williams that scored. I thought you said he was Spanish.
He is Spanish, but it's 1-0 to Spain.
Yeah. Is he a Spanish player?
It's not an own goal. It's not an own goal though.
As if one of their own players has scored a goal against his own team.
But you don't get the point for that. The other team gets the point for that. So it's not an own goal.
Sorry.
Why am I, a person who's not lived here for 16 years and has no interest in football, explaining how own goals work?
Oh my God. We'll edit that bit out. It'll be fine.
Aye, will we? Aye.
Yeah.
I'm putting that in TikTok.
Good God. I don't know if Paul's laughing at me or with me. Probably at me.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Right, anyway, back to the serious stuff. Never mind this football nonsense. Stuff,
yeah. Good news, I believe. Paramount has sold itself to Skydance.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is David Ellison's entertainment company, which makes things such as the Mission Impossible movies. Reacher as well is also a Skydance production. So he has bought the company that distributes his movies, basically. Now, this is fair play to David Ellison, because he's a self-made man. He had a skip in his step, a dream in his heart, and $100 million from Daddy, and he did it himself.
It's a tale, a tale that's been told 1,000 times.
Exactly, a tale from riches to riches.
Yeah,
well done for him. So he's now bagged himself a 100-year-old studio in the form of Paramount. So I don't know what this means. That's the story anyway, is that he's bought them. It's a merger, but it's not like a merger. It's they've bought them. They're calling it a merger, but it's not a merger.
Yeah, I wonder what that will mean for their streaming. If it will be different. They'll stick adverts in that now. Is there adverts in it again? I don't know.
I think there might be an advertising tier for it. But don't forget that never mind the Skydance production stuff. Paramount owns the rights to things such as The Godfather, to Star Trek, to what other ones? Mission Impossible series as well. Basically everything that Tommy Cruise has done. It's been through. I mean, I think he's got like a first look deal at Paramount, I think. So is it Cruise Control his company's called?
I'm going to say yes.
I think it is. So anyway, yeah, I mean, it's a kind of sad end, I guess, for Paramount. Not as sad as maybe, MGM Studios, which is currently they're just going through, Amazon are just going through MGM Studios and going, what can we just like pour money into and get more money from, and then sort of make things from it. At least that's what it seems like to me.
As in going into the back catalogue like every other company's doing these days, and going, what can we ruin today?
Yes, what can we ruin today?
Ruin everyone's childhoods.
What can we put a half-assed story over?
Again, that's another. Actually, that's another thing that's annoying me about the internet. I saw the new trailer for Time Bandits, and people are ripping into that. People are ripping into that already. Where's the midgets or the little people? Why is Lisa Kudrow the leader? She's another lead female in an original male cast. Woke, and I'm like, come on, man! You're watching the trailer. This could be really good. It's Taika doing it.
Yeah, I'll tell you something else.
It doesn't have to be little people as well. Just because Terry Gilliam made it get little people, it doesn't make anything different.
Well, I know exactly. Well, David Warner's being played by a Kiwi in this one.
It's
Jermaine Clement is playing the devil.
That's right.
Same costume, very similar costume.
Very.
Another thing that people won't like is the gender swap that's going on with Matlock. Matlock is coming back, and this time he's been played by a woman. Kathy Bates is going to play Matlock.
Matlock.
Matlock. Yeah. Was it Andy Griffith that played him? I never watched Matlock either. No.
Is that an American thing?
I mean, they gender swapped Columbo and called it, Murder, She Wrote.
No, that wasn't
two separate programs. No, I know it wasn't really, but it was. I mean, it was like a kind of wink. It was like, we don't have the rights to it, but we'll figure something out.
Nah, not quite. The gender swapped Starsky and Hutch and made it Cagney and Lacey.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and that was back in the 80s.
And that was a huge success, that show. It was a really good show.
Yeah.
So, Because they had the similar thing as well. Because Lacey was the one that had the blonde that she had the drug problem, and Cagney was the straight laced one. Whatever way around it was. Anyway, it was the same characters essentially. It was the one was a straight laced one. One was the in the show was alcoholic instead of
the loose one. Let's just say
the loose one. Yes, the one that broke the rules and was a bit of a loose cannon and all that kind of stuff.
Ripped up the rule book.
She's crazy and all that kind of stuff. Aye, exactly.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that on the internet just now, just going, no, I don't like that because it's that and it's not this. Come on, man.
I know.
Let loose, rip up the rule book. Let's go.
I know. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Alec Baldwin was in court this week.
Yeah. This did not go the way we thought.
This is the weirdest story ever. So he was initially going to be tried, and they said, no, we can't try him. And then he said, but we can try the armorer. And so they tried the armorer, and she got 18 months. Hannah, whoever her name was.
Months?
18 months, yeah. And then they said, oh, wait a minute, we can't try Alec Baldwin here, but we can try him in New Mexico. So then the trial was back on again. And the defense argued that he couldn't get a proper, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, actually. He couldn't get a proper trial because the FBI destroyed the evidence.
Yeah.
In the most egregious of ways. They basically, they wanted to see if the gun would misfire.
Yes.
And so they hit it with a mallet several times, basically destroying the gun.
Yep.
So now there's no way you could do any ballistics on the weapon at all. It's busted. In fact, I think they threw it away. Well,
the whole case has been thrown away, isn't it? Because of that?
Exactly, yeah. So, actually, no, it's worse than that. So it turned out that the prosecution found out that there was multiple live rounds of ammunition around the stage. So Jason Ackles, who was in, I don't know, Jason Ackles, who was in Supernatural, is it Jason Ackles? Jensen Ackles. Is that his name? Jensen Ackles. He played Soldier Boy.
Oh, right, I know him.
Aye, Jensen Ackles. It turns out that so he was the guy that had the gun pointed at him in the shot.
Right.
Pardon the terminology. So he was the guy that Alec Baldwin was pointing at, and it could have been very different. It could have been him that got shot. Not only that, but there was live rounds in his bandolier that he knew nothing about. So
why?
I don't know. No one knows. But anyway,
no live rounds.
The prosecution withheld that information. The defense found out about it, and the judge went, again, pardon the terminology, ballistic, and decided to throw the case out. Like, case dismissed. Clang cannot be tried for the same case. It's not a mistrial, so he cannot be tried for this ever again. That's it. He's a free man.
Yeah. So do you think, though, right, hypothetically, do you think that if it had gone, to trial properly, do you think Alec Baldwin would have, went to prison and been charged?
I think the destruction of the gun is quite damning to the prosecution's case.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, because, I know he was an actor on it, but he was also a producer. So
yeah,
he's kind of responsible in that sense.
Yeah. Well, so the argument there would be he's the guy that pays to make sure that everything works safe. Properly. And if he's not checking, who is checking?
Exactly.
And ultimately, where does the responsibility lie?
The other argument is, though, how would he know if he's not an expert in ballistics?
That's the thing, is you hire people who are supposed to be experts on armor, an armory expert, and they make sure that the set's right.
But if it happened
the thing is,
if it happened under your watch, then surely he's got some responsibility.
Yeah, but it's the same as well as if the prosecution finds that you cheaped out and got, Joe's Armory in to do it instead of 5-Star Armory or whatever the company, whatever the better company's called. then are you responsible then because you knew that they had shockingly bad handling of firearms?
Took shortcuts.
But you just took the cheap option because it was an indie movie and you didn't want to get involved with that kind of stuff.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
We'll never know now because that's it. It's been thrown out. You cannot be tried. He cannot be tried again for that.
Alec Baldwin looks like he's had zero sleep since that happened.
So the video of it, you can see it, and he breaks down, and I don't think that's acting. I think that's him genuinely.
Oh no, it's really relief and stuff. I suppose
because I've seen that before with remember that Mike guy from the staircase, very similar.
Oh yeah.
Breaking down when he did the Alford plea, and then that was him. He was out. So I mean, it's genuine emotions at the trial. His wife was obviously pleased as well. So
yeah. Well, I bet it still going to play in his mind for the rest of his life.
100%. Yeah, yeah. What if? I mean, playing the what if scenarios.
Yeah.
All through, but yeah, he's a free man. It's not going to be a problem for him.
No.
Let's move on to happier news. There are three, count them, three new things that we should talk about. The first one is there's going to be a new Shrek film.
Oh, is there?
Yep. So Cameron Diaz is coming back, Michael Myers is coming back, and Eddie Murphy's coming back. And not only is Eddie Murphy coming back as Donkey, apparently Donkey is getting his own spin-off movie as well. Which is nice.
That'll be nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Time.
Let's hope it's better than the actual Foley movie.
Jeez, oh my god. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So that'd be nice. So there's going to be the fifth movie in the franchise.
That must be the first time Cameron Diaz has been back in a movie for a long time.
For a long time, yeah, because she kind of retired from.
Yeah, she
not
has.
retired, but kind of like, I've made my money. Retired.
Although that happened with oh god, she's got a new movie on Netflix just now.
Greta Garbo.
No, Greta Garbo.
I want to be alone.
I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But anyway, it was that happened recently.
Yeah.
Jessica Alba.
Yes.
Jessica Alba.
She's got a movie on Netflix. Yes.
Yes. And she'd kind of, I don't know, she was away having kids and things and being a mum.
But it's not that. She's running a business. She's like a multi-billionaire now. She's got like all these like business endeavors and stuff, and she's worth a fortune because of it.
I don't know.
So
yeah, I never watched that thing that she was into.
No, neither did I.
A new one?
No, not after Atlas. Only once Netflix.
No. We've been fooled many times by Netflix. I don't know what you're talking
about. This Rebel Moon looks good.
This Rebel Moon Part 2 looks good.
With his lathe controls. Simon Pegg was asked about what about the Cornetto movies? Are you going to do another one? He went, yeah, maybe. We're talking about it.
Yeah, I saw that. Him and Edgar Wright are in talks just now. Apparently, not right now as we speak, but yeah,
not really right now.
They're chatting about stuff like that, which is exciting.
I think Pegg's in desperate need of a hit.
Yeah,
because he's not had one in a while. I mean, the Mission Impossible movie, I guess, but
yeah, he's the Talking Mongoose thing was pretty poor, to say the least. That was on Prime. I watched it. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. It's something in the Talking Mongoose. Not good at all. Don't know if he wrote it though. But I'm trying to think. The last thing that he did was kind of Run Fat Boy Run. Was quite a few years ago.
Yeah, at World's End.
Yeah, but that was a Cornetto.
That was a Cornetto movie. Yeah.
Paul was a good one.
Was that not between the two? Was that not between Hot Fuzz and at World's End.
Maybe, aye. And that wasn't part of the even though Nick Frost was in it, it wasn't part of that.
But they wrote it together, though.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Frost and him wrote that together.
Yeah. So, and it was a good one. That one, I liked it.
It was really good.
Yeah, with Seth Rogen was the alien, I think.
Seth Rogen, Jason Bateman, Bill Hader, and Sigourney Weaver.
Aye. My God, so
and Kristen Wiig as well.
Becky, so it was.
Yep.
That was a good one.
Good cast.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I think they've got it in them to do a good one. They always said they were going to do a sci-fi movie, and I know that that kind of World's End was a kind of sci-fi, but not really. I'd like to see them do like a kind of Star Wars spoof or something like that. That'd be nice. But
really?
Aye, but I think they're always kind of
science fantasy, right?
Well, I know, but I think they're always kind of grounded in reality, so that probably wouldn't happen. They wouldn't do that, but I don't know what they would go for. I don't know.
They should team up with Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith.
They should actually. Yeah, that'd be good.
I bet they could write a cracking movie with that.
But they've been in stuff before together.
Spaced.
Well,
Reece Shearsmith was in Spaced.
Shaun of the Dead. Reece Shearsmith was in.
That's right.
Shaun of the Dead.
Was,
they were the doppelgangers and the cross paths. Jessica Haynes was played his kind of girlfriend.
That's right. Yeah,
it was good that bit. Yeah, good stuff.
I have a similar story about going out in Glasgow, but I'll save it for another day. And then finally, news-wise, James Gunn has taken to Twitter, because why not, to specify after the rumours of all the superheroes and things like that are in Superman. So, do you want to? I'll read out the quote from the Twitters. The primary protagonist of Superman is shockingly Superman. The main villain of Superman is shockingly Lex Luthor. I don't know where all this stuff is coming from, that there's something else other than this. There are so many stories coming out every day, it's difficult to deal with, and every time I strike something down, I'm giving it attention. So I'll say again, don't believe anything unless you see it, and in capitals, here. And why would you want to know everything before the movie comes out anyway? And then he's got that, and then he's got a heart symbol and a male mermaid with a trident as an emoji.
Aquaman. So why does he say that and then he's saying that? By the way, Aquaman better not be in this movie. Like we said last week, there's too many soups in it already.
Because why not? Why not just shove in Aquaman? Because you get Green Lantern, you get the Hawk Girl thing, you get Ultraman / Bizarro Superman, you get Superman himself.
Has Bizarro been? I thought is that not what he's quashing there? Though that Bizarro is not the baddie. Is the one baddie in it?
This is not the main baddie.
Yeah, but I think he's quashing the Bizarro one. Was that not photoshopped? Was that real?
He said no. The main villain of Superman.
Right.
Well, let me
see. We're trying to.
It says the main villain of. Right. In fact, it was on Threads because he uses Threads instead of Twitter.
Sometimes I think he's better not saying anything, because by saying that now, everybody's going to tease that apart and go, "Oh, does he mean this? Does he mean that? Yeah. Why is he putting Aquaman a mermaid at the end? What's up? He's made it worse."
Yeah. I know, but it is actually it's from him. It's on Threads,
right?
So,
right.
That's a thing.
He likes his threads.
He does. Shall we show a couple of trailers and get some copyright strikes?
Let's do it.
Okay. One second while I close everything down.
It's supposed to be a really smooth transition there.
I know, it should have been a really smooth
transition. Let's do it! Boom!
Let's do it.
Wait a minute till I press all these buttons and pull this lever.
Hold on a minute. Let's oh dear, it's all going Pete Tong now. Stop using my name to mean that. All right, Pete.
So, what Sloan's doing now is the equivalent of the guy that had the gun turret in part 2 of. of Zack Snyder's epic movie. What's it called? Rebel Men.
Yeah, Rebel Men. Why? I'm not getting into it. I'm not going to. It's my Last Jedi.
This is a really, really unsmooth transition. I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah. So this is Agatha all along. So Agatha in this she's playing like a grizzled detective, a kind of east of Mayor of
Eastwick.
Easttown.
No, Mayor of Easttown. Sorry,
Easttown. Kind of thing here, but of course it's still keeping the thing. And then all of a sudden, Audrey Plaza shows up, which is good because it's Audrey Plaza, Aubrey Plaza even. And she's like, "What are you doing?
This is Agatha."
Yeah, but she's not Agatha. Yeah, so Wanda Maximoff.
This is going to be good.
Yeah, so there's a wee bit of controversy about this. You may have seen it from the title. So people are complaining because one of the characters in here is called Billy, but it's either Billy Kaplan or Billy Maximoff. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, he's going to play a character called Wiccan, and people are complaining because he's been described as a gay teenager, and people are like, "Why do they have to make them gay?"
Disney are going gay.
Disney, it's a liberal agenda. So it turns out the character in the comic books is gay.
Yeah.
So they're just making it comic book accurate.
But people, guys on the internet are going to be jumping in that, definitely.
Yep, 100%. Yeah,
definitely.
I wonder if they reuse some of the sets from the failed Haunted Mansion in this.
No, maybe. It looks a little bit as if they've used the volume as well.
Maybe, some scenes. Actually, yeah.
You know.
Oh, they haven't used a lot of it because I mean it's a TV show. I mean it's not.
It's not getting a bit obvious. Yeah,
that's in there, really.
Yeah. Now that we know about the volume.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good actually.
There's a little ET thing there as well.
It looks better than I thought it was going to look.
Yeah, I think it looks okay.
So far.
And I like Catherine Hahn as well as Agatha.
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to get a wee bit scary, but I don't know if it's like Marvel scary or if it's like Marvel werewolf scary.
Well, we would like it if it was that. That's scary.
We would like it if it was that. Yeah.
That's a nice tone.
Yeah. And then this one, let me just there. So this is the finale of Umbrella Academy. You haven't watched this for a couple of seasons, have you?
Nah, I've not. I watched the first season.
You gave up on it?
Gave up.
I didn't. I thought it got weirder and weirder and weirder, and I loved it.
I might go back to it. Never know.
Yeah.
Never say never.
This could be your Breaking Bad, where you just give up on
it.
Yeah. Anyway, Nick Offerman's in it. That's him now. So that's good.
He's a favourite.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, I've just
can't see you. Sorry. All right. So he's good, and then the rest of the cast are back as well.
You're not playing the video. You realise that?
Wait, what?
No.
Oh shoot! Sorry.
All we're seeing is the last screen that you put on.
All right. Okay. Sorry. I didn't realise that. Present. Screen. Window. Right, let me share the window this time. Here we go. All right.
That's it.
Fast forward to the exciting bit. So anyway, so the world's ending again, and they have to save reality, and that's kind of the shtick of the show is the fact that the world is always ending, and they're always trying to face reality. But Ben's back though from the dead. Because he was just a ghost in the first couple of seasons, so he's back as a regular character. And everyone else is back as well. So good times. There's Santa Claus with machine guns. That's exciting.
Can't beat that.
David Cross is in it. Yeah, now you're excited.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Then finally,
that's fine.
And finally,
Not finally.
What do you mean not finally?
Time Bandits.
Oh, I don't have the trailer for that. I'll look that out in a second. Right, penultimately. No, I don't have that. Anyway, so this is this is Captain America: Brave New World. So they changed it from New World Order, which had connotations, and they changed it to Brave New World, which is probably a better title anyway, because Brave New World is obviously the Aldous Huxley book, which is set in a dystopian future, and that's Isaiah shooting Thaddeus there.
We were watching this the other day. I'm more excited for it now than I was, I have to say.
Yeah, it doesn't. It looks more like a TV show, though.
It does. Yeah.
It looks, and this has been reshot and reshot and reshot as well, which is worrying.
Yeah. And we're gonna get Red Hulk.
Red Hulk's in it. Giancarlo Esposito's in it as well.
Yeah, and we're going to get who's the dude with the green? I can't remember.
The video. The leader.
Yeah,
and I think it's played by the same guy that played him in the Hulk as well, the Buster Scruggs.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know the actor's name, but
and there's the Falcon as well. So that's his pal. He plays the Falcon. And there's the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
And then you got Time Bandits.
It's right there.
In live action. This one here.
Yep.
Okay.
This is coming next week, I think.
Nice.
Is
it British accents?
Yeah. It's actually the beginning of the trailer looks a bit. See the beginning, the way that he just goes into the wardrobe as opposed to the horse, jumping out of the wardrobe in the movie.
It's a bit lame. Pushes it back.
It's a bit lame.
He pushes it back.
I'm walking into the wardrobe, but apart from that, I think kind of looks pretty good.
Yeah, let's get the ships in it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I hope the Giants look kind of like the Giants did in the movie as well.
Jumping into the Black Void. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Listen, if it's like the Dick Turpin show, if it's as good as that, I'm not going to say half as good as that, but if it's as good as that, then I'll be pretty happy watching it. And
Lisa Kudrow, she needs a bit of a win as well.
Yeah.
She's not had one for a while.
She's not come across that well in this, I don't think. But anyway.
Oh, really?
No, not really. No, it's a bit funny. There's the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks good.
The little kid looks good in it as well. He looks as if he can act.
Yeah.
Believable. So it's definitely going to go around different parts of history, isn't it? And Taika. And he's got some midgets in there. See that?
Little people.
Sorry, little people. This bit looks like a different thing. I mean, this looks like as if they've spent a bit of money.
Yeah, it does.
This whole bit.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Some of the jokes don't quite land, but I'm into it. I'm up for it. I loved the Time Bandits when it came out. So
there's the giant. Yeah.
It's very similar to the movie. That one.
Yeah. Maybe we should watch the movie before we see this and spoil it properly.
Well, I've been watching the movie.
Have you?
I think it's on Prime.
Okay.
I can't remember how I watched it. Anyway, I've been watching it.
Nice.
There you go.
Cool.
What's not to like?
What's not? Oh, yes. Yes.
We've been watching too much OG Duffy.
OG Duffy.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Rock and roll.
Paul said he liked to look at that. So
yeah,
it does look good. Shall we crack on with the old what you've been watching?
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Realise this is quite a short show. This one.
very short show because I've not been watching much. Well, we both watched the new Beverly Hills. I'll put my teeth back in. Beverly Hills Cop Axel F movie. And
well, we watched the first. We watched up until 44 minutes from the end.
We watched about an hour and 10 minutes of it or something. In fact, an hour and 15.
Long. I think it's
2 hours.
Yeah.
Aye. I had a great sleep.
You did? Because at one point I was about to turn over. I turned over to look at you, and I was about to say it's a bit boring this, and you were like this.
Yeah. Nothing happened in it.
No.
So
all the clips from the trailer, I'm guessing, are the last 45 minutes because
I fell asleep probably half an hour in, and you
didn't miss much.
It was so slow and bad, and I've heard a few reviews saying it's good, but I'm like, no, it's not.
No,
it's not good. It's not.
No. I heard people saying it's a return to form for Axel Foley, and I'm like,
I don't even think I'm going to go back and watch those last 45 minutes of it.
No.
You know,
I don't think I will either.
No. Anyway, so we watched that together. Obviously, we watched The Acolyte as well, separately, but we watched it. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that episode again. I've got no... I think people are going to look back in this The Acolyte and see the whole... as a whole series rather than what they've been presented episode to episode and going, oh, that would never have happened, having not seen the full story. I think they'll look back on it and go, no, that was good. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I have
me too.
been watching... What?
Me too. No, I'm enjoying it as well.
Yes.
The Acolyte.
Yes. It's one each, by the way. I get distracted there. One each.
Oh, is it? Ooh.
One each. Jeez.
One each.
87 minutes to go.
87 minutes to go.
Sorry. 87 minutes in. Good Lord. What's going on here? What's going on? 87 minutes in.
Right, okay. There must be a couple of minutes for injury time as well. Yeah. I'm telling you, this is going to penalties.
I think so. Well, it's extra time first, and then
true.
We're still watching Trying on Apple TV. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You've been over this week, so I've not really watched much apart from OG Duffy and a bit of music. So yeah,
because Thursday's the new Friday.
That's about it.
Try this thing here. It's called Ribena. Never tried this before.
We're all trying to do our best.
That's lovely, that is. Yeah.
Impressions.
Not sponsored, but if you'd liked.
we did watch R.I.P.D. as well, though.
Oh, did you? Okay. That. It was funny.
As a wee palate cleanser on Saturday. So that was nice. All right.
Yeah. R.I.P.D. is it got lambasted at the time, but I actually think it's a good movie.
I think it's too much like Men in Black, though.
Oh, it's 100%. It's Men in Black with ghosts. That's all it is.
It's too much like it.
But it's fine because like you've got Jeff Bridges and you've got Ryan Reynolds, and the bad guy is brilliantly played by Kevin Bacon, who is also the bad guy in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Spoilers. It tells you in the first 2 minutes.
Okay.
They might as well have arrows. Bad guy. Pay attention.
But Kevin Bacon's brilliant, isn't he? He's really good.
He's really good. Yeah.
He's great, and he's great in R.I.P.D.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's about it, mate.
No, we watched
2-1 Spain. 2-1 Spain. 89 minutes.
Oh no! Oh, that's not good. We did also watch Scavenger's Reign. Is that what it's called?
Oh, the first episode we did, yeah. The kind of heavy metal-esque thing.
Aye. So I started watching the other couple of episodes. I like it. It's quirky. It's got a kind of Ulysses 32 feel to it as well. Yeah. That's a bit bizarre, but it feels a bit like Ulysses 32 as well.
Feels like heavy metal crossed with Raised by Wolves.
Yes, a lot of Raised by Wolves in it as well. Yeah, there's a lot of space in it, like the dialogue's quite sparse, and you see quite a lot of the flora and fauna of the planet. And I kind of like that as well, because it's like they're not just like throwing ideas at you and like, that kind of stuff.
It's really well designed, actually. All that stuff, the planet stuff.
Yeah. Because they all seem to have they all seem to have like a symbiotic relationship as well, and the robot is starting to like figure that. Levi, the robot, is starting to kind of figure that out. That there's this symbiosis and things. Because there's a bit in, I think it's episode 3 or something like that, where she says you can eat anything you want in here, and so the character bends down to pick up and goes, "Oh no, not that. I'm growing that for other purposes." And she said, "Well, why are you growing it for?" And he goes, "Not really sure." So she's got this biomass inside. The robot's got this biomass inside her, and I think that's like also symbiotic, and so it's giving her ideas of how she can like help the plant lives and all that kind of stuff. So
it's got some sort of type of juice or goop, kind of juice stuff all over
insides. Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. I'm the 3-4 episodes in now. I'm gonna keep watching it. But I'll tell you what I did finish. Dark Matter.
Thank God.
Thank you.
Well done. Finally, took you 2 weeks.
Finally, yeah. I thought it was a great twist. I'm not going to mention what it is. You know what the twist is. If you haven't seen it, then you should go and watch it.
It lands, guys. It lands.
And it opens up nicely for season 2 of the show.
Yeah.
I think it's probably my favorite multiverse. Although I really did like Constellation. I liked that as well.
Me too. It's funny how they had Constellation and then that.
After
each other. I thought, quite, to be honest, quite similar.
I like the sci-fi stuff because I like I know you don't like it, but I like the Invaders one. The one with the kids, where it's like 3 different groups.
Well, somebody said that
the staff sergeant as well.
If you're a sci-fi fan, Apple TV is the place to be because you get Silo, Foundation, Severance. Yep. You could say, I suppose, is
that's Severance. I would say that's definitely. In fact, I would argue that's 100% sci-fi Severance.
Yeah, it's the sci-fi on there is just off the wall, intelligent, proper good. Yeah. Excellent.
And that's it. That's all I've been watching, really. I have the boys to catch up with, so I might watch an episode of that tonight. I'm like 4 episodes in or something, 4 or 5 episodes in, so I might watch that tonight. And then catch up for that for the rest of the week. But I'm loving The Boys this season. It's been a really good season so far.
We need to get back into it, and we need to get back into Game of Thrones. I think, do you know what it is? I think it's because we've been watching all these
House of Dragon.
Sorry, I keep calling it that. House of Dragon.
House of Dragons.
I've watched so many of The Boys, and I'm like, it's a bit
diabolical.
House of Dragon is a bit concentrated. We just need something a bit kind of fluffy to watch. And that's why
Time Bandits might be it.
Time Bandits will be it.
Yeah. Other than all the time travel and multi-dimensional stuff.
Yeah. Gimme.
Give
me more of that.
But yeah, that's it. I think we're done. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Bring up?
We could talk about Trump, I suppose, but we won't. It's fine.
That was crazy. Yeah. So I was flicking through TikTok before I went to bed last night, and it was from the Daily Mail, and me and the Daily Mail, I'm like, okay. And you hear the
I know,
like that. I was like, that's weird. That does sound like kind of gunfire, because gunfire doesn't sound like people see. That's not how it works when they do it in the movies, but in real life. But then Trump went like that to his ear, and I thought, that's weird. And he went down, and he kind of threw himself on the ground. But to see it in real time, there's a picture, and it's a New York New York Times photographer, I think it is, that's got one of the bullets, and it's just a streak to the to there behind Trump. So that must have been one of the ones that missed and possibly hit, someone else in the crowd.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, somebody died. I don't know if it was just the shooter that died. Injured. Somebody else.
No, it was a member of the crowd. So he dove over his family, and he was a volunteer fire chief in his town, and he dove in front of his family and tragically.
Do you know the thing that I don't think for a minute, because people are going, "Oh, it was staged." I don't think for a minute it was.
No,
but I did find it a bit.
You don't want to be that close.
No, but I find it a wee bit odd. People sat behind Trump, and they kind of sat there like cows, like kind of.
So, here's the weird thing about that. It goes into a weird thing. It's fight or flight, and but it's not even that, because I remember when, so I was in Denny's in Florida 27 years ago it was, and I remember it well. In fact, 27 years ago, probably to the day that I was in Florida, and the Denny's we were in got robbed at gunpoint, and we were front and center where it was all happening. Like the gun was 2 meters away from my head, and he's waving it at the staff, not at me, but he's waving it at the staff, and I didn't feel scared. And I don't mean that as like, oh, I'm so brave. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel anything. It felt surreal. The whole thing just felt surreal. And I think maybe they were like, gee, I wonder what's happening here. Like, it's that kind of thing. And it's only afterwards that you start to think, oh, geez, that could have gone differently.
I also think Trump's reaction to it all, pumping the air and all that. He's beat Biden, by the way, right now. Now, he has beaten. That is the moment that he's won this election.
Some media analysts did an analysis of the AP photograph, and it is perfect. I mean, the guy that does it is like he's like a well-known, renowned photographer, but he's got like the Secret Servicemen are in the row of threes, Trump's in the middle, the American flag's there. There's the blood, and then there's like another thing and it looks a bit like the Iwo Jima like thing. I mean, it's just this perfect. I mean, that's your campaign photograph.
I know.
Like,
I know.
If you're deconstructing media, that's the kind of picture you want to have to win this. And Biden as well, who can't get the name of Vladimir Zelensky correct, or his vice president, who called a vice president Trump. That's not going to win you an election, but pumping the fists and saying Trump, fight to people.
Trump looks like the strongest guy. He looks like the strongest guy ever now.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, he did he fell and the hat came off and all that kind of stuff. I thought it's about the fact his ears, the chunk of his ears missing. I thought he looked, tough in that moment. So not a good look for Biden. Let me put it that way.
No. But at the same time, obviously another assassination type thing.
It
doesn't look good for America either.
This is nuts. I mean, they're talking about the sitting president can't be president anymore because he might not be capable of doing it, and then the other guy gets an assassination attempt. This is like
it's turmoil.
This is like Banana Republic stuff that's going on over in America. Getting a bit political, but never mind.
Let's not.
Let's not do that. Let's end it on a happy note. Despicable Me's out, so go and watch Despicable Me 4.
Yippee!
But in the meantime, before you go and do that, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube will give you timely reminders of when we put something new up. And if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit the like button and share on social media. Thank you very much for joining us live. And we will see you guys in the next show. Thank you very much for joining us. See you then. Bye.
Cheers, guys.